Today on Forbes, a top Pentagon DOGE official looks like a successful founder. His story doesn't always add up. For weeks, Pentagon officials had been bracing themselves for the arrival of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, wondering who the world's richest man had tapped to oversee an unprecedented overhaul of the US government's single largest department. Now, Forbes has learned that one of Musk's chosen employees to take the chainsaw to the Pentagon's nearly $1 trillion budget is a serial entrepreneur with a master's in terrorism studies named Justin Fulcher, according to a Pentagon official and two other people briefed on his work. A glance at his career suggests he's a successful entrepreneur, the founder of a global telehealth startup and a charity focused on boosting access to internet connectivity and healthcare in South Carolina. He was also behind a $500 million plan to invest in an advanced manufacturing plant that was hailed by the Biden administration. And like a number of DOGE hires before him, Fulcher, who started his first software company as a teenager, has impressive programming chops, according to former colleagues and collaborators who spoke with Forbes. Multiple people said he claimed to have done programming work for the FBI as a teenager. The FBI declined to comment. But a closer examination of Fulcher's career also suggests his accomplishments don't always add up, according to internal company documents and interviews with 10 people who have worked with him. Fulcher's Singapore-based telehealth company, RingMD, for instance, went bankrupt after he raised more than $10 million from investors. His attempt to restart it in the US led to litigation with a business partner, who claims Fulcher owes him hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the $500 million manufacturing facility promoted by the Biden administration appears to be one of a few claims that never materialized. Fulcher's national security credentials are also unclear. In 2023, he received a master's degree in non-proliferation and terrorism studies from Middlebury Institute of International Studies at Monterey. One of his professors there, Jason Blazakis, described him as, quote, a bright guy, hard worker. On his LinkedIn, Fulcher also claims a doctorate of international relations and affairs from Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies. But John Bates, who oversees student records at the university, told Forbes that, quote, we have no record of this individual as a student. The South Carolina-based nonprofit Fulcher started in 2023, the Palmetto Initiative, stated on its website that it was a U.S. 501c3 U.S. public charity. But the organization's employee identification number does not match Internal Revenue Service records. In a statement, Shannon Wiley, general counsel for the South Carolina Secretary of State's office, said the organization was incorporated as a nonprofit, but, quote, has not registered to solicit charitable funds in the state of South Carolina. The IRS declined to comment. Fulcher didn't respond to multiple comment requests. After Forbes contacted him, the Palmetto Initiative's website removed mention of it being a charity. On his LinkedIn page, mention of his Johns Hopkins doctorate was updated to state it is, quote, in progress. The Musk-led DOGE effort has brought both hope and despair to the federal government workforce, promising to cut long, unchecked bureaucracy and costs, and thousands of jobs. At the Pentagon, where officials are planning to slash up to $50 billion from its budget, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has celebrated DOGE's arrival. On Monday, the Pentagon's chief spokesperson, Sean Parnell, said in a video posted to X that DOGE had identified programs to cut that would, quote, probably save $80 million in wasteful spending. Parnell cited initiatives linked to, quote, strengthening democracy and DEI. He said, quote, we are working hand in glove with DOGE. Forbes couldn't determine how Fulcher was connected to the DOGE team or whether he has a security clearance. Forbes previously reported that DOGE staffers would be employed directly by the Defense Department to focus solely on the efficiency-focused mandate. For full coverage, check out David Jeans's piece on Forbes.com.